Hello everybody, welcome back to Matrix Solutions. This is going to be the first video of many, and this video is actually going to be how to create a login. Now, a lot of people are asking for how-to videos, how to create a CAD, and you can't really just base it off of how to create a CAD. It has to be more specific. So I'm gonna be doing my best to do video by video of certain things, and you could possibly piece your own CAD together. And I've seen many videos out there, or many people say they're making videos on how to make a CAD, and they never finish. It's often because they've never made a CAD themselves. They have only ever edited them, so they will show you what they know, and the rest they just get stuck on and don't understand it. So we're going to be doing our best to show you in depth how to do this. I'm going to start with a blank page and close the assistant, sorry about that. So we're just going to go ahead and make this background we'll just make it like a light gray so we can see it easier. So let's open up this. So one thing, don't make it a fixed element. That's incredibly stupid. Unless you want it specifically for phone or iPad or something, you have no need to do that. And this is also way too. There we go. Let's refresh this. I'm on the version test. Version test is different from live. Live is without like the debugger, and they run off of two different databases. Version test is basically for dev testing it. Every change you make, it will automatically update to this. Now when you if you want it to go to live, you have to physically deploy it. Deployed to live will be what everyone else uses once it's finished, once it's ready. So it's more of a stability, not stability, but like dev testing on the version test, and once it is done how you like it, you can then go to the live version, which is just getting rid of this, and it won't have a debug mode, and it will run off of the live database, not the version test database or the development database. I can make a more in-depth video, but that's not what this is about. So first of all, logins are incredibly simple. The email and password are already built in. You don't need anything else. So we're going to first off go ahead and put a button down. Actually, no. We're going to make this as simple as possible. So, inputs. We're going to use two inputs. One being for the email, one being for the password. Now this is going to be the login portion, and we're going to toss in a button here as well. Now this is not going to look good by all means. This will be the email placeholder. We'll just put email, and this placeholder will be password. So now let me quickly just group these, and we're going to background, we're going to make it white. There we go. Okay, and we're going to center it horizontally so it's in the middle. It automatically deployed to this, so we should now see this. Alright, yes. So with this, it's showing it like this. Why is it doing that? Whatever, we'll just make this entire box a fixed width. Oh, I see what the issue was. Okay, whatever. So let's refresh it. Okay, so we're gonna it kills me to see something not look good. I'm not gonna try and make this look all nice or whatever, but anything is better than this. And there we go. We're gonna go ahead and add a border of black. It'll be 10 round. There we go. So very simple. This we're going to make it say login, and we're just gonna put a text box up here that will say, or it will be centered black text, size will be 24, bolded, and we'll say login. Now that's all for just design, make it look better. And we're gonna move that in a little. Okay, so we have the basic login here. Now none of this is configured. When you click here or type in here, it's not gonna do anything. When you're wanting an email, the content format on the input email, you're going to want it to be email, not text. Text, when it's email, it will look specifically for an email with an @ symbol. If it is just text, you can put anything here and try and log in, it will say that's not an account. Or no, it won't even say that, it just won't work. You have to make sure this is email format, and the password input is password format. So now we have email format and password format selected. When login is clicked, so we're going to click the button and we're going to do start/edit workflow. It is going to show this workflow. Click here to add an action. You're going to click it. You're going to go account and log the user in. So we're going to click log the user in. Email will be input email's value. So whatever you put in the email input will be the email, and password will be input password's value. Stay logged in. So if you want to leave a page or not refresh, but if you want to leave the page and go back to it later on, it will log you out. If this is no, if it is yes, it will keep you logged in. Remember, the email is also yes or no. If you log out or happen to be logged out, it will remember the email in place, so you can just click login or just put in the password and click login. So we're going to put yes on that as well. So we have logged the user in, and we're going to also, this is more of a demonstration type of idea I'm going to be doing. You don't have to put an alert. I'm doing this center top. So this will be logged in, and it's going to be a success alert. This is totally up to you. You don't have to do this. I'm doing it just because I want to. There we go. Again, completely optional. I'm doing it for the demonstration, so you can see when I'm logged in, it will show that. So when it's clicked, you can have it log the user and go to a page or whatever. I'm just going to make it show the alert so you know when I'm logged in. Alright, so again, that's optional. You don't have to add that. So we have the login, which means if we go and log in, it's going to try and log in, say please include email. We toss in it's going to ask us for a password, and say we just put in test1 as the password and log in. It's going to say we cannot find a user with that account. We have not signed up, so that's not in the system yet. What we are going to want to do, we're going to right click this, we are going to copy it, click off, and click paste. So now we have two boxes. This one down here, we're going to make sign up. And here, we're going to, this is also optional. You can choose how you want to do it. I'm going to move this button down though. I'm going to rename it to sign up for the button. And as I said, this is completely optional. You can just have email and password. You can have email, password, and password confirmation. Or you can even add other things like Discord name or just a basic name. But for the purpose of this, we're going to do email, password, and password confirmation. So for the sign up, email is going to want to be content format email, password is going to be content format password, and we're going to copy the password. Okay, and this one we're just gonna make the placeholder. Placeholder is when you're looking at it once. Okay, so here I'm gonna try and show you here. So see how this gray in the background, I can't click on it or copy or highlight it? That's the placeholder. When you start to click, it'll go away. Placeholder is in the background, kind of displaying what the input is. So for the placeholder, we're going to have confirm password. Now, confirm password is useful to make sure you have the right password and you're not going to sign up with a mistaken password. So now we have these three inputs. We have email, password, and password confirmation for the sign up. When you click the button sign up, /edit workflow, click here to add an action, you're going to go to account, sign the user up instead of log the user in. Now for here it is similar to login, but there are more options. Email is going to be input email. Okay, so as you can see we have two input emails, two input passwords. It's because it's looking for not just these, but it's looking for all the inputs. These ones too. So we can make input email login, or you can really put anything to define it. Don't change the placeholder, change what it says up here. Login. And then down here we can put sign up. And I'm just going to copy this and put it on the others. So this is a way to tell which ones are login, which ones are sign up. It does matter. You can't try and click sign up off of, or when it's using these inputs, when you're clicking sign up, you want it to be these inputs, or else it could cause an errors and mistakes. So now that we have done that, for sign the user up, email is going to be input email sign up value. Value is whatever's in the box or the input. Password will be input password signups value. And now we have, as I mentioned before, they require a password confirmation, which we are doing and we did add. So we can click this to check the box and it will open another thing, confirmation. We created this box, confirm password. That's what we're connecting it to. So we're going to look for input confirm password signups value. So now when you sign up, it will require these three things and you will have to make sure this confirmation or the password matches the confirmation password. You can have the option to send an email to confirm the email, yes or no. And I never turn that on because with Bubble, it's not looking for registered emails, it's looking to make sure it has an ad. It makes sure the format is an email. It doesn't need to be an in-use email, so or you could put in anyone's email and have send them emails through this. So I suggest you leave that blank, up to you. And then we have the remember the email option again, yes or no. If we put yes, it will take us to login and show the email there. Change another field we will talk about later. But now that we have done the sign the user up, we're going to do another alert. Signed up. Now the alerts are optional. You can either have it set to go to a new page, show a pop-up, show an alert, do whatever you want. I like to show the alerts for tutorials. So to show an alert, we're going to go back, show message, and alert signed up for sign the user up. Now we should be able to easily, we have the login and we have the sign up. Now if we click sign up, it's going to say please include an email. We can put in an email. It's going to say please enter a password. So we're going to put test1 in the password, and the two passwords do not match. That means it's looking for this into this. They do not match, so it will not work. This is test1. If I were to put test in here and sign up, they do not match. If I add a 1 to make it test1, sign up, it will load, and it should show an alert saying you have, or saying signed up. Signed up, there we go. And I'm not going to be getting into data, but if we went to data, check the app data, we can now see the email as an account here. And if we were to log in, we can log into the sign up email we just signed up with. test@test.com, and the password was capital T test1. Log in, it will say we have logged in. Logged in. So now with that, you can do multiple other things. Log in, You can have it go to a new page. We're just gonna add a new page. We'll just make it home, and we'll copy it from index. So there's this, and we're just gonna add text. We're gonna make it say, ooh, center it, large, that, welcome home. This way you can just see it is going somewhere else. Okay, so if we go back to index, when you click password log or the button login, instead of showing the alert, we're going to want to take us to a new page. So we're going to go to navigation. You have many options in here. We're going to go over to the go to page. Go to page is for internal pages only, meaning go to page can be used for any of the pages you have created that are listed in here as a page. Pages being index, home, reset password, and 404. Reset password and 404 are automatic. You cannot remove those. The index is also automatic. You cannot remove that. That is the base design. That's what every login. You can use anything. You don't have to use index. It's up to you. Index. Let me refresh this. So it doesn't say /index up here. That would be going to it doesn't show that. Index is like the directory, you could say. Well, if I wanted to go home, or when I click the button it takes us home, it's going to take us to that, saying it's home. Index is the directory, so it's not going to take us there. So we're going to go to page, and as I said, we want it to go to page home when we log in. So let's refresh. Okay, we already have an account, so we don't have to sign back up. Test.tef.com, test 1. We are now going to click login, and it is going to take us to welcome home. Sorry, it wasn't before the version test, it's right after. Home. When before it didn't say anything there, that's the page. And we can go back, just go to nothing. It is very simple. Now I'm going to show you one more thing that can be helpful. We are going to add a custom input onto the sign up. With this, I'm going to add name. A lot of people will use it and need names when they sign up. Everything we do requires a name, so we're just going to make the input name. Now, content format, it's not an email, it's not going to have an @ it's not going to be a password. We just want it to be text. Text will accept anything there is, pretty much, but that's my best definition. So, name, content format will be text. So, when you click sign up, there is no name option here. There's email, there's password, and there's password confirmation. So, what we are going to want to do, if we click data, go to user, it doesn't say password in here, but it shows the email. We're going to go to the database user, which is the preset database. Email, modified date, and created date will be built-in field. You cannot remove those. You can rename user. You cannot. Don't quote me on that. I was wrong. You can't delete anything in the preset user database or change the name. But if we click create a new field name, we will make it name. We're looking for the name upon sign up. Name under user will be the user's name. Field type, it is going to be text. There's no name option. There's image, there's dates, there's numbers, there's yes, no's. I'm not going to get into any of that, but we want to click text. Don't click this field as a list of multiple entries. I'll have to talk about that in another video, but just make it name, text, create. Now you can do that with Discord name, you can do that with anything really. So let's go back to design. So this multiple entries, this field as a list would be for if you're approved to multiple departments, or if you have multiple identifiers, or multiple subdivisions, multiple things on one user would be what the multiple entries or list is for. We're not going to have multiple names, we're not going to have multiple emails, we're not going to have multiple passwords. So we don't want it to be multiple. So now that we have created name, text, we're going to go back to design, and when we click sign up, so we are actually going to rename this input to input name, sign up. That way we can tell it is the name input for sign up. When we click sign up, it still doesn't show a custom field here, or the data or the name database we just added. So what we want to do, we want to click change another field. This is going to show this. This is a custom field. You can click here to look under the user database for other things, custom things. Currently we only have name created, so name will equal, you can put anything here to preset the name, but more often than not you're going to want to click in this empty space, click insert dynamic data, and it will display this like the other ones. We're going to look for input name sign up value. That is all you have to do. So now that we did that, let's say we went to home and we want to say welcome home, and then your name, the person on the website's name. So to do this is extra, but we can insert dynamic data in a text field, current users, email, name, and then there's other options. You're going to want the top ones though. As you can see, their name, which we created. When you sign up, it is selecting that name for them. So now we'll say welcome home, and then whatever they set their name as. Let's test it. So we're going to sign up with a new email. Name, we're going to do John Doe. Email, we'll do john.doe@gmail.com. Password will be johndoe1. johndoe1. Sign up. Signed up. So the account is now in this application. If we go to data, app data, users, we can verify by looking. Also, it's going to show this new name, the new name field. Test, we never set a name for. Name wasn't an option, but we just set a name as John Doe for the johndoe@gmail.com. If we go to log in, we can log into john.doe@gmail.com and go to johndoe1 and click login. It will now log us into that account we just made and say welcome home John Doe. This will say the current user's name. Current user is yourself. Whoever is viewing the screen will see their name. That's what current user is. It is not for the entire cat, it is per person, per whatever field it is. Name, it's not gonna be the same name for everyone. It's gonna be your specific name. Current user is you, yourself, no one else. Whatever you have set for that will be what it displays. We are now going to add a button to log out. So we are going to toss in a button right here, and we'll just make this log out. This one is very simple. /edit workflow. Under account, we have the option sign the user up, log the user in. We also have log the user out. We're going to click that. That's all. It logs the user out. Now, if you want it to go back to the login page or the page that you have the login on, you're going to want to click here to add an action, a second action, navigation, go to page, and this will be your login page. It could be login, it could be authentication, or in most cases, it's going to be on index. So now when we log out, let me see. So we are logged into John Doe. If we click log out, it is going to log us out. We can, as you can see, it will remember the email because we have that checked. If we go John Doe 1 and log in, welcome home John Doe. We can then log out again, and that is the pretty much it. It is very simple. One more thing I recommend everyone adds is another option. So for home, if you want them to have to log in to access it, in most cases people may try to do /home to get to it. Now, I just went to home. One second. Alright, sorry about that. So, as I was saying, you can go to /home or /any page without logging in as of now. Those buttons, they're logging you in. Logging in doesn't take you to a new page. When we when we add the workflow go to page, that's redirecting us to a new page when we click that button after it logs us in. That is not automatically taking us to a different page. So, in order to stop this from happening, say there was an owner panel that you could delete everyone, you could do /owner and easily get to it without any permissions or even being logged in, which is a major flaw. As you can see, we are not logged in. It's saying welcome home. It's not saying John Doe. If we click the log out, it's just going to redirect us. It's not going to log us out. As in, if we logged in as John Doe, it would say welcome home John Doe. So, if you want it to not let you go to a page if you're not logged in, we're going to click here to add an event. Now, we have less options here, but we still have a lot of options. We're going to go to general, do every 5 seconds. We're going to make this 1 second to be extra safe. So every 1 second you're on this page, it is going to click here to add an action. It is going to go to page, index, or login /auth, whatever you want. So currently, anyone who is on this page will be redirected. Let's try and log in. Go to this page. It just redirected us. Let's go back in. And 1 second, it redirects us back. That's because it's not set to only when. So, go to page index only when. Only when features are amazing. It offers a lot more customizability, I guess, and options when it comes to anything, I guess. Only when you're not logged in. That's what we're wanting. If you're not logged in, go to page index. So go to page index only when the current user, yourself, is logged in or isn't logged in. We want to click isn't logged in. So if the current user, if you are not logged in, it will go to page index. So let me try this. If we go to /home, I've logged in. It was logging us in but redirecting us back. So let me log out. Okay, so we are no longer logged in. /home. If we go to it, welcome home, no one, there's no one. It automatically redirected us back. Let's try that again. /home. It redirects us back. Now, sometimes if you're fast enough, this is a way around cats or any application. If you go to the page, okay, so even there, I wasn't fast enough. But if you go to it and you click the X button from loading, it will stop it from loading. Like that. Obviously, it doesn't have as many issues now. Bubble has been working on that. But another precaution would be, instead of every 1 second, you can click here to handle the event, general, when page is loaded. So when you load into the page, it will do the same thing. So we can just copy this and paste it in here. So every 1 second, go to page index if current user isn't logged in, and when page is loaded, go to page index if current user isn't logged in. That is double safety. There are more steps you can take to be more safe, but that will most likely get you through unless someone is really determined to get in. So if we refresh, let's try this. So version test, if we aren't logged in, we don't have an account, just go /home, it will redirect us home. No choice. But if we log in to johndoe1, johndoe@gmail.com, it will log us in. Welcome home, John Doe. And it hasn't redirected us back yet because we are logged in. Another way I'm going to show this, I'm not going to show how to do this. This is more complicated. Or actually, we're going to do, and so this is just going to be a visual. So this will be able to show you better whether, or how, I can explain it better this way by showing with visuals. Okay, so center that and we'll move it all the way. Okay, so refresh, we're logged in. Welcome home, John Doe. Logged in? Yes, it is green. Yes, we are logged in. If we click the log out, logged in, no, it said and took us home. If we go version test /home, it's gonna say welcome home, no one, logged in, no. It's gonna like really fast. It's hard to tell. /home, logged in, no in red, you're not logged in. But if we log in as John Doe1, johndoe@gmail.com, logged in, yes, welcome home, John Doe. So that is a way of showing you whether you're logged in or not. You can, if you wanna see this logged in yes no thing, you can, by just going back through the video and pausing it every couple seconds. But that is the basics. This is covering signing up, logging in, and logging out, as well as adding a custom field. This covers pretty much everything you will need to log in and log out, and even some security. Obviously, we're not doing is if they are staff, or if they aren't staff, go home or go to the home page. That's a whole nother thing. We're just doing simple sign up, log in, log out, and if the current user is logged in or if the current user is logged out, do certain actions. You can definitely play around with that type of stuff. I hope this showed more in-depth video or a visual of how to do this. Now you can also do this, which I'm going to do now just to show you. So we're going to make this button sign up, and move all these up, move this down a little. So say we don't want to be viewing both of these, we'll have this one login. So we can do states. You can look at a different video to see how I did it. I will be uploading another video sometime on how to do it more in depth as well, but for now, sign up. When you click this button, if you don't want to see these two and you just want to see, when you click sign up, it shows this, and when you click login, it shows this. When sign up is clicked on the login form, it is going to click here to add an action, element actions, show. Now we're going to make sure, so this group, if we just click the background, group A, we're going to name it login, and group B, we're going to name it sign up. So when the sign up button is clicked on group login, it is going to show sign up, and it is going to element actions hide login. And we're going to do the same thing but opposite on the sign up. If we click the login on the sign up, it is going to start / edit workflow, click here to add an action, element actions. It is going to show the login and hide the sign up. And now if we want to make this look cleaner, we can just make these parallel like so. And the sign up, we're going to make it not visible. So if we scroll down, just click the background, scroll down, this element is visible on page load will be preset to checked, yes. We want to make it no. So if we click that off, when you load the page, it won't be visible. You have to click a button to show it, which is what the button sign up is going to do on the login page. So let's refresh this. So now we just have the login pop-up. If we click sign up, it is going to show the sign up and hide the login. If we click login, it's going to reverse it, show the login and hide the sign up. It is a very simple, clean way of doing things. You can also use states, which involve numbers, or text, which that's a whole different thing. It's not even similar. So I suggest you hold off on that. It's more complicated, but if you have like a lot of things you want to show and hide, instead of saying hide this, hide 20 things and then show this on every button, you can then instead just make it, if the state is a certain number, this will be visible, everything else won't be. So it does everything automatically. But if you're doing something simple like this, show and hide element actions are very simple and very easy. Again, we can log in still, we can sign up, and that's the basics. I hope that covers everything. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Discord is in the description below. Also, make sure you check out the Cosmic CAD in the description below. This is our unlimited community CAD. We currently have 136 users. If we go to login / sign up, we can log in. We're gonna sign up and just test2 at gmail.com, and we're gonna put in a password. So when you sign up, you can literally create a community right here. You can search for a community. Say you want to join Los Santos County, or that is your community's that is your community's community name, and they are registered in this. You can search for it and request access. If you are looking to make your own, you can click create community. You can put in your own logo, your own name, and everything, and it is very simple, very accessible. I love this CAD. A lot of people enjoy it so far, and yeah, I think there should be a panic button and codes for 10.8. I will work on that. Thank you for the suggestion. You can order one, or you don't have to click order one today. I mean, technically I should get rid of this button. Or I should just make it how to order, and I'll just put the steps. But that's that. That is how to do a login. Also, we are currently on the debugger. If we want to get rid of this debug, we can go to version test. Just cut it back to version test. And here it looks like a live version, but it is not. It is the version test version, which is running off of the developer database. If we want to go to live version, we are going to get rid of version test and debug in all. Just where it goes to bubble.io/enter. Now, you haven't deployed it yet. You haven't deployed it to live, so you can't go to live version. To deploy any application, you're going to go onto the editor, go to the top right to development, click this to look at the drop down, and click deployment and version control. When you click this, you're going to click deploy development to live. This is just saying you can update privacy for the passwords, saying you should make it have to be a strong password. Description, you can put anything here. Close. So now if we refresh, it is now deployed to live and we can access it. If we were to try to log in with john.doe@gmail.com and password johndoe1, it will say you can't find a user with that. If you go back to this, click data, we can see the user in here, but it is on the development version. If we click switch to live, it will load the live database, which will then show no users as we were trying to log in on the live version. Let's give this one moment. You never know with Bubble. Sometimes it takes a while to load, other times it is very fast. Alright, let's just refresh this real quick. Probably be faster. Okay, if we click app data, click all users, we have no users, we'll say live version, and we can click switch to dev, which is the developer database, and you cannot make changes on the live read-only version. If we try and do that, it will say you're on the live version, you can't do that, that will not save. And there are no users. To switch back to dev, we will click this, and now we can see users, they're right there. It is as simple as that. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, Discord is in the description. Check out the Cosmic Cat in the description below as well today. And I hope you enjoyed, guys. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I will try to make videos on them. Alright, this is Matrix Solutions. I'm the owner of Benjamin McInnes. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I helped you out. Have a good one.